20 years. That's how long I dedicated my life to that company. I wasn't just another employee. I was the one they called at midnight when systems crashed. The one who trained the new hires when no one else had the patience. The one who stayed late when deadlines loomed and others clocked out. I gave them loyalty, and I believed, foolishly, that it would be returned. But then the signs started. Small things at first. My manager started CCing a consultant on projects I normally handled solo. I was left off meeting invites. New faces appeared around the office. Young, eager, all smiles and ambition. One afternoon, I found someone sitting at my desk when I returned from lunch. "Sorry, just checking out the workspace," he said casually. Something inside me shifted. A cold, undeniable understanding. They were preparing to replace me quietly, politely, without confrontation. Like I was a piece of furniture they could just swap out when it got worn. I went home that night and cried. Not because I was scared, but because I was angry. Angry at my own naivety. Angry that loyalty, hard work, and sacrifice meant nothing. After that night, I made a decision. If they were planning their next move, so was I. But unlike them, I would do it smart. The next morning, I started my real work. I updated my CV. Quietly, during my lunch breaks, I sent out applications. I reconnected with old colleagues, people who had left for better things. Within weeks, interviews started coming in. Offers followed. It wasn't easy. I battled doubt. Fear whispered ugly things at 3 a.m. "You're too old. You're too expensive. No one wants loyalty anymore." But every morning I got up, smiled, went to work, played my part. The loyal veteran, the oblivious fool. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, I was building my escape. Then it happened. A cold Tuesday morning. My manager called me into his office. He couldn't even look me in the eye. "We're restructuring," he said. "It's not personal. We appreciate everything you've done. We'd like to offer you a generous severance package. Blah, blah, blah." I watched his mouth move but heard nothing, because I had been ready for this moment for months. I smiled. A real smile. Not the fake, tight-lipped ones I'd been giving lately. I pulled out an envelope from my bag. "Funny you mention that," I said. "Because I'm resigning." His face was priceless. Confusion. Shock. Panic. "Resigning?" "Yes, effective immediately. I've accepted another position. Much better pay, better benefits, more respect." For a moment, he stuttered, tried to regain control. Well, we still need a transition period." I shook my head. "You planned to let me go today, remember? I'm just making it easier for you." I handed him my badge, my laptop, my office keys, and I walked out. No tears, no bitterness, just freedom. That wasn't the end, though. A few months later, I heard through the grapevine that the consultant they hired to replace me didn't last 3 months. Apparently, the systems I managed were far more complex than they realized. Projects fell apart. Clients left. The company had to hire 3 separate people to fill the gap I left. Meanwhile, at my new job, I was thriving. Respected. Valued. Happy. They saw me as an asset, not an outdated liability. For the first time in years, I didn't dread Monday mornings. I didn't wake up at 2 a.m. worrying about deadlines and budgets and office politics. I woke up excited to work with people who actually appreciated me. The lesson? Never assume loyalty will be returned. Corporations don't love you. Managers don't protect you. Titles don't define your worth. You do. Your skills, your experience, your resilience. That's yours to keep. Yours to build, yours to take wherever you choose. So if you ever see the signs, the subtle meetings you're excluded from, the young consultants wandering your halls, the sudden restructuring talks, remember this. Start planning your next move quietly. Let them underestimate you. Let them think they're in control. And when the time comes, walk out with your head high, leaving them to clean up the mess they made. Because dignity isn't something they can fire you from. And revenge? Revenge is living your best life while they scramble to survive without you.